please come here and listen. Sign your name to join the association.
You've been home. I thought so. I think we went twice. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing that. We went up to
Y'all sit on the end here.
Okay.
Plenty of room right here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna put one in.
It's not hard back in the side of the mountain. They had miners up there. And they built the car back.
Gentlemen, we will call this meeting of the Watauga Association to order. Clerk, if you would go ahead and make that note in the minutes. Gentlemen, since our last meeting, we all know that there was great happenings here at the Sycamore Shoals just a couple of months ago with Judge Henderson and his purchase. I don't know if any of you all had any repercussions on your farm because we had a lot of people here during that time. So if you had any unwanted activity going on your farm, please let us know that, because we had mercy probably 1,200 Cherokee here and several hundred of our local people and Judge Henderson's people, so it was quite a congregation, was it not? So please let me know that later on if you have any damage or anything like that on your property. We've called this meeting to talk about something very serious, and that is the formation of a militia. We all know and received word of what has been happening up in New England. British forces, of course, have attacked Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts, trying to take over the powder stores there.
Which they've been doing for months.
Which they have been doing for months. It's hard for us to get information where we are. It comes in small batches here and there and just kind of word of mouth. It's kind of hard to keep big things like this a secret. So I'm asking you all what you think about putting together a militia force. We all know that we are here against the orders of the Crown, Proclamation of 1763, and what we have formed 3 years ago with our association is in direct violation of anything that the Crown would seem expedient. And you were here when you heard Dragon Canoe. What do you think, sir? I mean,
well, he's convinced a lot of his cohorts to join him. And Nancy Ward has told us other things that she has heard, which coincide with that. Plus, we heard him himself. And so they're wanting to war against us.
I mean, he says we would find it to be a dark and bloody ground.
Yeah. I mean, it was that blunt.
Dark cloud hangs over us, and we would find it to be dark and bloody. And we know, I mean, the agents, the British agents, are working closely with the Cherokee, John Stewart, Alexander Cameron, and I just think it would be prudent for us to form some kind of a force. We are far removed from anything going on in the colonies, but if the British start supplying the Cherokee, and if Dragon Canoe is successful in putting together a force, we know that we're going to be part of the target. I'd like to hear what some of the other gentlemen have to say about it.
Can we not appease the Cherokee, the ones that Dragon Canoe and others are stirring up? Do we have that ability?
They've separated themselves from the other Cherokee. And it's a possibility they may branch out and totally separate from them. They're that
I mean, Judge
interested in a battle.
Judge Henderson brought a great many trade goods, and if that didn't, if that wasn't appealing, it was a whole lot more than we can offer.
Sir,
Yes,
word from the trading post that I've overheard is that Stewart and Cameron are for peace and neutrality, and they've convinced the old chiefs, they've convinced the Women's Council, but some of the youngsters, like Dragon Canoe, Chiegno Sini, others like that, they're for war. So I believe there's going to be a split, and we're going to have to worry about those young warriors. And they've been generational enemies with the Shawnee, but last October, when some of us went to fight the Shawnee up at Point Pleasant, Lord help us if they combine, then the frontier is going to be a bloody one.
some of y'all were there with us.
Aye.
We saw how what happened.
Got these there.
Yeah. So, we've also received word that the Fincastle County resolutions have taken place back in January.
Aye.
Now, I agree with them. They, in their resolves, they wish to remain loyal to His Majesty the King, and that there have just been too many things going on with the acts of Parliament and the way things are going without proper representation. It's taking away our constitutional rights as Englishmen, is what they're saying.
And the King's troops have killed Colonials.
The shots have been fired.
We need to be prepared. Well, sir, they're taking away your rights as Englishmen, but they're taking away our Scots rights as Scotsmen as
Of
well.
course.
Aye, they've always done that.
We must band together here on. We have three separate settlements. Jacob Brown's down on the Nolichucky, us here on the Watauga, and then those few up on the Holston. It is my proposal, gentlemen, that we put together a mounted ranging company. That way, we can be ready. Now, I don't want to fashion this on the minute battalions of New England, because that will not work here. We're just too spread out too far now. But a mounted ranging company that can be ready to go and ride if necessary to those that might be in need. What say you, gentlemen? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
We need to be ready regardless, even if we can stay out of the New England dealings,
Which I think
we are far removed,
Yeah, I think that's what will happen.
but we never know what they may do, and we have to be ready for threats here at home.
Well,
Also,
the British have already cut off the supply of powder to the Cherokee. That's why they did not join the Shawnee a few months ago.
Now,
So maybe they'll hold.
Aye, Stewart and Cameron are try and keep it neutral, but there's a faction that are not going to sit down after this Transylvania agreement.
I would not want to be John Stewart or Alexander Cameron. That's
right.
a tough job. And I'm glad you brought up powder, Mr. Hyder, because the knowledge that you have of making gunpowder will become expedient if anything like this happens. I know that Mr. Taylor and Mr. Taylor's already begun helping a young lady that's just moved into the settlement, I believe her name's Patton, that has knowledge of making gunpowder as well from her father. So that is a welcome resource to have.
I also believe that we should strengthen our ties with North Carolina. It is while we are on the frontier, our own association, having friends will not hurt.
That is true. That is
It
true.
might help
I don't
persuade the younger warriors that
know how the
Well, they
governor
may
has
take on
received
us.
our association though here on the frontier.
I'm not saying we should, I'm just saying that friendly relationships and alliance, because even if the Cherokees want to overrun us, where do you think they're going to go next?
Also with Virginia.
Yes.
Well,
For the ranching company that we form will strengthen our numbers with the other settlers. Because together, we're much stronger.
Right.
A common man alliance.
We have no choice but to band together. It's the only way we can survive.
I agree.
very well, very well. I would ask that every man who is willing to put his name or his mark onto a document and spread the word amongst your neighbors, friends, that they can come to my home, and we will also have a time of signing at the next muster. And we will muster on the third Saturday of the following month.
And be thinking about how you want to be organized. Who do you want to lead? What should we do?
And
What's
for that
expected of
matter,
us?
we cannot appeal to North Carolina because the colonel will have to be appointed to the governor.
Right.
So
I have a good cow, but I don't have a horse to range upon.
we'll need good men to serve in other capacities as well.
Leonard Hart has over 20 horses.
Well, and Mr. Talbot, he sends his sons up into Virginia to drive cattle down for our people to buy, so I'm sure that he's got contact with horses as well.
That would be good.
Well, if you will, Jimmy, those who are willing, put your name. And if you can't write your name, Mr. Clerk will be glad to write your name. You can apply your mark.
Oliver, Ward Bonder, 7. I'm Joseph Edwards. Call me Chucky Joe.
Mr. Edwards, you would put your mark. George Dawson from the Trade Gap.
Yeah, did you see that over there today? Yeah, I thought that. You've seen the flag there. I've got a picture of you and I was together with you. We need to recreate that. We're going to sell it and get some. Get it. Yeah, I don't know.
Your own fire alarm. Not falling out to a fire alarm, do your advantage. Rifle.
It's a smooth rifle, sir. Napalm.
What's your powder situation?
Good.
Good.
Low.
Good.
Half hour, no powder. Good powder. We'll always get balls by him.
We actually made charcoal.
Don't know where it's coming in.
Has Mitch been making any phone calls?
She is not able to set up her working with the table.
What's the soonest you think you might be?
Tyler will be working on it, hopefully by the next Monday. Third Saturday of the fall.
Will the powder be issued or do we have to pay?
Question.
I'm a scholar. To get out of it.
Inquire with Mr. Hyder.
Yeah.
I have.
It may be that there's very little space in here on the frontier. So
I got tobacco and space. In case I'm fined, I got my payment for the fine and tobacco. Body out of place.
There are lead mines in southwest Virginia. I know Mr. Carter has connections. Horses. You said
Mine is alien and uncertain, sir.
and horse flesh.
I've yet to ride the cow.
I was late this morning because of my horse is alien, so I cannot speak for him yet.
Got some work to do, gentlemen.
Just to make a count of what we have.
Very well. Gentlemen, thank you for your attention. Again, adjourn. Please spread the word among your neighbors, friends, and your family. Next Monday. Third Saturday. Have a day. Take care. Children will file up. Do the right about it. Thanks. Great place. Front, this way.